The transfer market has already started to heat up at Goodison Park, and Everton promises to be one of the protagonists of this transfer window. David Moyes' work is already showing clear results, but the mission now is to further strengthen the squad for next season. And one of the first targets to emerge is Dan Neil from Sunderland. Moyes has changed the face of Everton since his return, but he knows he needs new players to continue the evolution. The expectation is that the Friedkin Group, the new owner of the Toffees, will increase its investment in Merseyside. Of course, always with financial responsibility after years of suffocation with the PSR rules. In this scenario, the championship becomes a smart market, and names such as Tom Fellows from West Brom and Dan Neil, captain of Sunderland, are strongly on the radar. According to the Sunday Mirror, Everton are big admirers of Neil, who is coming off a very solid season, helping Sunderland fight for the playoffs. The thing is that the midfielder is entering the final year of his contract. In other words, depending on what happens in the playoffs, Sunderland may be forced to sell, and Everton may seize the opportunity. Intelligence and timing will be essential in this window. The objective is clear: to strengthen the team, but without compromising the club's financial future. And speaking of market opportunities, it doesn't stop there. Everton is also eyeing Tom Fellows, and the negotiation promises to be even easier to resolve. With his permanence in the Premier League guaranteed, Moyes is already starting to plan next season, and Tom Fellows appears to be a strategic player. According to Graham Bailey, in an interview with EFL Analysis, the transfer of the young striker to Goodison Park is well underway. The timing is perfect. West Brom had a disastrous Easter weekend, lost 2 games in a row, fired manager Tony Mowbray, and practically saw their playoff chances go down the drain. This leaves the club in a delicate situation and makes life easier for Everton. Brian King, a former Toffees scout, confirmed that signing Fellows should be simple and at an affordable price. The Friedkin Group is expected to close the deal early in the window so that Fellows has time to adapt and start pre-season as part of the group. A surgical move to further strengthen the reconstruction project on Merseyside. But not everything is complete. And now we talk about a possible departure that could shake up the squad. Jesper Lindstrom's future at Everton is practically sealed, and by all indications, he won't be part of next season. The Dane even played 25 times in the Premier League, but the numbers weren't convincing. He only contributed 1 goal in the entire season. To make matters worse, a groin injury at the end of March took Lindstrom out of action, and it's unlikely he'll be back before the end of the championship. According to Italian website Tutto Mercato, Everton had the option to buy the player on loan from Napoli for around $19 million. However, the club has not yet expressed any interest in exercising the clause. Lindstrom is most likely to return to Napoli, who in turn also have no intention of keeping him. With David Moyes focused on improving the level of the squad and the Friedkin Group valuing sustainable business, spending heavily on a player who has not performed on the pitch would be out of the question. Everton need real quality for this new era that is emerging, and everything indicates that the next window will be one of the most important in the Toffees' recent history. Moyes has already shown that he knows what he is doing, and the Blues fans can expect months of great activity and, who knows, the construction of a team that really does fight for the top of the table again.